3, 2, 1.
From the Bruce Sadler, your fast friend in the car business at Stingray Chevrolet and Bartow, Florida studios, this is the Brow Report with Matt and Bill.
Hey folks, it's me, Matthew. It's a Thursday night edition of the show. Thanks so much for joining us tonight on the program. We greatly appreciate it. And as always, we are brought to you by Bruce Sadler, your best friend in the car business at Stingray Chevrolet in Bartow, Florida. Check him out. His location is the corner of County Road 555 and State Road 60 in Bartow at Stingray Chevrolet. Make sure if you go in there, tell him that you heard about him on the Brow Report. Special edition of the show. This week's been absolutely nuts, if you can even believe that. We've been banned on Facebook from sharing links, direct links. So if we go onto a news site, grab the link and try to share it on Facebook, on the fan page, or my personal page, have been banned. And we have posted another picture on the Brow Report Facebook page. If you can check that out, we just posted it, showing that we have, this is like the 10th appeal we've sent them. They won't tell us what we did wrong. This is a clear shadow banning has happened before on the page. Now they're going for the ban. It's outrageous that a $500 billion plus company has gone to the point where they are picking on me with like around 57,000 followers on Facebook. Now, if you look at some of the posts, some are like, you got 57,000 followers. Why is there like 10 likes and stuff? Because they're shadow banning us, folks. It's pretty apparent what they're doing. We did have one viral post. After that, they started doing a ban on us. It's absolutely crazy that they're doing this. Now we're fighting back. We're trying to tell you the folks on the live stream. Hopefully they're not trying to shadow ban that, but maybe they are. We're going to post this on YouTube after the show. We're also going to be we're going to have us on iHeartRadio, iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, Blog Talk Radio as well. So if you want to hear the podcast, check it out there. We are tremendously excited about all the outlets that we have to share online. Instagram is growing considerably as well. We have a lot of people talking to us on Instagram as well, telling us stories about their shadow bannings and their bans. We had one person talk to us via Instagram, and I'm going to pull this up real quick on my end so I can tell you exactly what he told us, which is, it's absolutely crazy what's going on here. His name's Steven. He said, I was just, let's see here. He gave me his prior Instagram handle. He says, I never violated the terms of service or used profanity. I factually addressed the squad, Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi, and Chuck Schumer. I was blocked from posting regularly. My account would be suspended for multiple single days. I never received a notification for violating policy. Then I got a message saying that I violated the terms of service with no citing, which post in my account was canceled. It says, I have no doubt that account suspensions and cancellations will become rampant as the election season nears. That's just from Steven on Instagram, messages from another account that he created so he could tell us what's going on there. Let's see here. I'm going to see if there's any others that I can just pull off real quick. We've had a lot of people on Instagram showing us love, messaging us, saying, hey, thoughts with you, we're praying for you, along with Facebook as well. We appreciate that stuff, folks. We really do. We're trying to do the best that we can to spread the message of truth and justice through this country. But when you have multi-billion-dollar companies continue to try to push you down in rankings and when you don't want to promote, I mean, I don't want to pay Facebook to promote stuff. I think the people will promote what they believe in. I don't need to pay Facebook for likes. They had the balls today to actually, and we posted this on the Facebook page too, to let them know, hey, we know what you're doing. They said, hey, get more likes on the Brow Report by sponsoring. Why am I going to pay for more likes? I got like 2,000 new likes this week. I mean, that's what we do. I mean, we are a grassroots organization here. We're not going to pay you to, take. We don't want you to take our money. I mean, our money is our money. It's not your money. It's absolutely ridiculous what they're trying to do here. It's absolutely craziness. So I want to say thanks to everybody out there that's been supporting us through Instagram and through Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn, all these different outlets that we have out there. Trying to make a difference every day. That's what we're trying to do here on the Brow Report. So if you want to give us a call, now I'll take your calls tonight. Bill's off because I wanted to do this show because I feel that we needed to do a show in the week. 516-666-9875. We'll read your comments on Facebook as well if they're not shadow banning us at the same time. So who knows what they're up to right now. So let's see if there's any comments coming through. I got another 5 minutes ago. Your page, Brow Report, has been restricted from accessing some Facebook features. Yeah, we know. You continues to remind me several times throughout the day that I'm being banned because you don't want to play ball with us. I mean, that's what it comes down to, folks. Is we don't want to pay them for likes and stuff, and they continue to try to take us down. That's what they're doing. If you don't like that, you need to tell us about your stories. We want to hear your stories. Now, I'm sharing my story tonight about how Facebook has been trying to play this shadow ban game, which is absolutely crazy that they've been shadow banning us for so long. They're actually trying to ban us. They're trying to push us. They're trying to push us from not doing the show anymore or the Facebook page. Because when you start making a difference, they really start noticing it through their algorithms. And now they're trying to get us. So I want to give you a definition because you may not have heard of shadow banning before or anything like that. So I feel that this is a good time to share with you what the definition is. We picked up on Wikipedia. So shadow banning, also called stealth banning, ghost banning, and comment ghosting, is the act of blocking or partially blocking a user or their content from an online community such that it will not be readily apparent to the user that they have been banned. Well, it's readily apparent to us because with almost 57,000 followers, hey, you would notice that your posts aren't getting any traction whatsoever. It says by partly concealing or making a user's contributions invisible or less prominent to other members of the service, the hope may be that the absence of reactions to their comments, the problematic or otherwise out of favor user will become bored or frustrated and leave the site, and that spammers and trolls will not create new accounts. This is not a spammer or troll account. This account has been around for years. The Brow Report's been around since 2015. We had other versions, the Hour Power Matthew Brower, the Matthew Brower Show. We've done different ways, but the Brow Report really took off, and people really like it. You'll like our post, you comment, we have top fans. It's amazing that we get this shadow banning, that we're getting an actual ban now from sharing links. We just share links of stories out there, folks. It's not we're sharing like propaganda from like some weird Russian website. We're not doing that. Maybe we're not showing enough New York Times fake news. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. So, there's a 2012 update to Hacker News introduced a system of hell banning for spamming and abusive behavior. Craigslist has also been known to ghost a user's individual ads, whereby the poster gets a confirmation email and may view the ad in their account, but the ad fails to show up in the appropriate category page. Earlier on, Reddit implemented a similar feature initially designed to address spam accounts. That is also used for general users. In 2015, Reddit added an account suspension feature, though the site still makes extensive use of shadow banning. WeChat was found in 2016 to ban posts and messages that contain certain keywords without notice. In a study that looked at tweets from 2014 to early 2015, over 250,000 tweets were found during the 1-year period in Turkey to have been censored via shadow banning. Twitter also was found in 2015 to shadow ban tweets containing leaked documents in the U.S. The phenomenon was noticed on Instagram in 2017. There, certain posts have been seen to be unavailable to people who do not follow one hashtag searches. Shadowbanning became popularized in 2018 as a conspiracy theory that Twitter had shadow banned Republicans. In late July 2018, Vice News found that several supporters of the U.S. Republican Party no longer appeared in the auto-populated drop-down search menu on Twitter, thus limiting their visibility when being searched for. Vice News alleged that this was a case of shadow banning. After the story, some conservatives accused Twitter of enacting a shadow ban on Republican accounts, which Twitter flatly denied. Of course, they're going to deny that they were doing it, but we know they're doing it. I mean, we can see it on Facebook. They're when you like a page, it's automatically not following, so you're not going to see it. You might like the content, but then you have to go through extra steps to actually look for more content. It happens all the time. They changed it up, so guess what? We don't get real factual information from conservative views. So after they denied, however, some accounts that were overtly political or conservative apparently had the same algorithm applied to them. Numerous news outlets, including the New York Times, Guardian, BuzzFeed News, Engadget, and New York Magazine disputed the Vice News story. In a blog post, Twitter said the use of phrase shadow banning was inaccurate, as the tweets were still visible by navigating to the homepage of the relevant account. Later, Twitter appeared to have adjusted its platform to no longer limit the visibility of some accounts. Because they got busted. That's what happens when you get busted. And Vice News is not the most right-leaning website, folks. If you look at Vice TV is clearly one of those news networks that is not right-leaning. It's got a lot of left-leaning stuff on there. So don't always believe what you're seeing out there, folks. Especially from the shadow banning social media companies. Multi-billion-dollar companies, they got a shadow ban. That just means that they're politically overt. They're very political. They're not for freedom of speech. They're not for information being shared. They actively go after conservatives all the time. It's crazy. So, Chicks on the Right is a very popular conservative news outlet on social media. Now, I pulled an article entitled "We Have Horrible, Terrible, Awful News" to share with you, part 2. I'm going to read this article to y'all, and y'all make the decision on what's going on here, because I think it's a very interesting article. It says, perhaps you recall a horrible, terrible, awful news from a few months ago. Unfortunately, we find ourselves in the same predicament. It regrets to inform you that Ashley will be leaving us at the end of the month. Ashley brought a unique background to the table when she joined us almost 3 years ago, in that she is half Mexican and spent a good part of her childhood growing up in Mexico. She was also liberal and converted to the right side of the aisle after some serious questioning and research. She's brought a hilarious voice to the COTR brand, and her posts have often left me legit laughing out loud. Daisy and I adore her from the moment we first met her at Champs in downtown Indianapolis, and knew she was a perfect fit. It took some convincing because Ashley was nervous about being more vocal about her conservatism. And honestly, she was right to be nervous. She lost friends in the process, and she's been sideways with the family members, and as we discussed in our recent podcast with Sebastian Gorka. Coming out as a conservative is harder than coming out as a gay these days. But Ashley took a risk, and perhaps we shouldn't speak for her, but we like to think she'd say it was worth it. In the process of becoming a chick on the right, Ashley found the Daisy to her mock. She and Hannah, who we miss like crazy, were instant BFFs. And even though it's a long-distance friendship, it's an unbreakable one. One that we think we're proud to have played a role in cultivating. That, combined with the fact that Ashley is now married and a new homeowner, means that her priorities have had to shift, as she will be working for her husband's new law practice full-time. We've been very lucky that in that Rachel and Aaron, over our weekend interns, have done a remarkable job adding great content to the website, and they've agreed to pitch in more during the week as well. We also been on the hunt again for 2 to 3 additional interns, unpaid for now, who are interested in getting to know our community, helping and support our brand and become new chicklets. If you know someone who who would like the chance to be on CTOR, they want you to send emails to them so they can figure that out. It says we continue to feel incredibly grateful and indebted to those who come visit the site daily, who comment regularly, and who are truly a part of the CTR community. We're still wishing we could figure out a way to clone all y'all. As we approach the 11th year anniversary, we want you to know we're here for the long haul, no matter what algorithms Facebook throws out us next. You can always find them 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern via WIBC. They said, like I said, we have to break the news about Hannah's departure. Ashley's always going to be a chick on the right. Whether she's writing for us or not, I feel confident she'll be checking in with y'all from time to time. In the comments, she's not doing something important, lawyery stuff for her husband. And who knows, maybe she'll be able to coax her into writing here. And there, our interns are sick and tired of sending us them story ideas. So the chicks on the right have had to let people go because of Facebook banning, shadow banning. So they noticed it. They noticed so much of their advertising revenue went down, so they had to actually lay off people. So if you think shadow banning is something that doesn't affect people, it really honestly does. It does. It takes the conservative voice out of social media. Which they want to because they're left-leaning. It's funny because they're so left-leaning, but they love money. They love money and power. They love money so much. Billions of dollars. They're billionaires, the Zuckerbergs. Billionaires. But all they care about is banning conservative voices. When they live behind their walls, their gated communities, and their armed guards, they really don't give a damn about anything except for money. And they're Democrats. They're left-leaning Democrats, which is absolutely crazy that they continue to allow this to happen in this day and time. So that's one of the stories that we have there for y'all tonight so far on the Brown Report. So I'm going to do real quick. So I'm just going to take a quick break and get the next story up here for y'all. I just want to say thanks, y'all. Thanks to everybody listening to the podcast. We greatly appreciate it. We love y'all. Y'all are great people, great Americans for supporting us. And hopefully we will continue to do this for many years to come on the Brown Report podcast, radio show, Facebook, and Instagram. We'll be back in just a second, folks. Thanks so much for listening. This is the Brown Report.
This month at Stingray Chevrolet in Bartow, Florida, great friend Bruce Sedler has some great deals going on. They have supplier pricing on all Silverado trucks, 1,500, 2,500, 3,500 models, and supplier pricing on Colorados as well. On 1,500, 2,500, 3,500 trucks, that is a savings up to $10,000 off MSRP. Contact Bruce Sadler at bsadler@stingraybartow.com. Give him a call also. 863-797-7350. They are at the corner of 555 and State Road 60 in Bartow. Just put in your GPS, 1475 West Main Street, Bartow, Florida, 33830 to get there for awesome savings. Relax and enjoy the difference at Stingray Chevrolet in Bartow, Florida. The internet is constantly evolving, from websites to advertising to social media. Everything is in a constant state of flux. Still, you're in business, so you need to be caught up with the latest trends. You need to keep your competitive advantage. At Torch Designs, they take care of the technology for you so you can focus on what matters most, your business. Torch Designs Business Web Simplified. Give them a call at 863-614-0029 to learn more about web design, application development, and internet marketing, or visit them at their website at torchdesigns.com.
Listen to a special edition of the Brown Report. Thursday night edition, we're talking about shadow banning. We're talking about all sorts of stuff tonight between the shadow banning of conservatives, partial banning of our Facebook page also. Let's get my wife on here real quick. My wife is in Iceland right now. We're live on the Brown Report. How are you, honey?
Am I on like you can see me?
No, she's FaceTiming with us, but no, we can't see her right now. But we're talking about shadow banning and banning of conservative voices tonight on the show. So how are you doing tonight in Iceland?
Oh, it's fun. We're getting packed up. We just got home. It's 12 in the morning here.
Wow.
And we drove up the whole entire South Coast. And it was a death-defying feat because it was probably 100-mile-an-hour winds and fog, and yeah.
Oh, so you're a survivor.
Yeah, well, you could say that. I kept talking to the driver because I wanted him to keep his eyes on the road and talk and stay awake.
Is there anybody else there with you right now that can talk on the show?
Karen's here, but she's not available to talk.
Okay, all right. So Karen doesn't want to talk to us. I get that. But
it's not that she doesn't want to talk. She can't. She's
okay.
Changing.
Oh, okay. All right. We're live on the air, so we're talking about changing. Okay, got it. All right.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna say thank you, honey, for calling us, because I always surprise you when I'm doing a show and you call. You're gonna get on the air. That's the way it works. Okay.
Yeah, but I did ask if the president of Iceland lived in the city, and they told me yes.
Oh, he actually lives in the city.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Did you meet the president of Iceland?
No, I did not. I actually thought it was a female, but that turned out that I was wrong.
Incorrect.
Yeah, so Karen helped me with that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's what best friends are for.
Okay. Well, my daughter's here now. She wants to talk to mommy. So mommy's now off the air. So that's how the live show goes. If my wife calls in when I'm doing a live show, she gets put on the air randomly for fun. So that's what happens. So this is great stuff. This is what we do here on live radio here on the Brow Report. So she has ran away with my phone, which is awesome. So we had another article that he pulled up online. There's some states that they're proposing laws to stop the shadow banning of conservative voices. They're saying these laws are kind of murky because they're not very, I guess, specific. Now, if we wouldn't need these laws if we would actually have people doing the right thing. You know, they thought social media years ago would be this wonderful thing that would bring people together, educate people, and enlighten us. But really what it's done to us is divided us over the years. But now, you know, even with President Trump tweets saying that, you know, there's shadow banning going on. Absolutely, I agree 100%. Now, maybe there should be an investigation from Congress. This actually would be something where they're quashing First Amendment rights. I mean, you're a publicly traded company, and if I was a person, you know, spending money for ads on Facebook, I would want as many people as possible on the social media site constantly to get people to buy my products. But apparently, the shadow banning, they don't want people. They don't want people that are conservatives. And I hate to break this to you, folks, but conservatives, they got money. I mean, they want to spend money, but at the same time, you have Facebook saying, "Hey, we really don't want your money." And I'm not spending money on sponsored posts on Facebook. There's no way in hell I'm going to be giving them money. Why would I give them money when they're trying to make me promote my page after getting 2,000 likes this week to get more likes? I'm sorry, but this is organic. This is coming from the people. This isn't coming from me spending money on Facebook. I mean, this is the craziness that's going on. But let's talk about spending money here for a second. Some people have asked us, hey, do you have any apparel? Do you have t-shirts? Do you have hats? Do you have something? We're going to have hats soon. So if you're interested in hats, we're going to have some coming out fairly soon. We're working on some negotiations with some vendors to get the hats out there. So we're going to set up a store pretty soon where you'll be able to get Brow Report hats. The t-shirts, a little bit more iffy because you need so many different sizes and stuff. Maybe we can do a small batch run and see how those go. But we'll have hats come up pretty soon with the brand new Brow Report logo as you see here. If you go to the Facebook page, you'll see a black and white logo that we use also on our on all of our podcasts. We'll have that. So hopefully we'll have those out soon. So if you're interested in those, keep an eye out. We've had people ask us for apparel for a while, and it looks like we're going to jump into the apparel side, so y'all can show your support around the country and around the world. Because we do have people listening to the podcast around the world. We have people listening in Asia, South America, Europe, Africa, North America, all over the place. So we appreciate your freedom-loving selves, and even the liberals that give us bad ratings on Facebook. They drive down our Facebook rating, which is absolutely crazy, but they stop by saying we're garbage all the time. But, it's funny how, you don't like the page, but you stop by and consistently some of these liberals continue to post on the page. Maybe they're the ones reporting us. I don't know. Probably not, because they don't want us to go away. They want to keep on continuously saying bad things about us. So that's what's going on with us right now here on the Brown Report. I guess we'll just wrap this up tonight. I just want to talk to y'all about shadow banning, what's going on with the page. We got another notification on Facebook saying, hey, you're banned from using certain things. Yeah, we know. I know. We know. We're constantly getting banned here on Facebook for nothing. They won't tell us what we did wrong because, if you told us what we did wrong, we might say, hey, that's not wrong. But when they try to control a $500 billion company on the stock exchange saying, oh, you're being bad, conservatives. Tell us what we did wrong. But they won't, because it's community standards. What's community standards? You have porn videos playing on Facebook. You got all sorts of weird stuff going on Facebook. You have fake profiles and porn links all over them. They can't stop that garbage, but they'll try to stop us. And we're not doing anything wrong. So I want to say thanks again for watching and listening to us tonight. We greatly appreciate it. We're live on Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern Time with Bill, Aaron, and me talking about politics with y'all. So thanks so much for listening to us. We greatly appreciate it. And we'll talk to y'all again Tuesday night at 6 o'clock if we don't talk to you earlier with some breaking news and views that you can use on the Brown Report. Remember, you can get us everywhere. iHeartRadio, iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker. You just look us up. You can get us Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for listening.